Simmers, Lenny42 here, and I got asked a question on Facebook about the Sims store and your purchased items, and what happens if the Sims 3 store closes. Now, that's a good question because just like the Sims 2 website, I'm pretty sure this website's going to be out of order very soon. They've already released the last store content, which is this one, the last venue of Amor, or Amore, depending on how you want to pronounce that. And usually about a couple, like 6 months or so after that, they let out a release saying that the store is about to close, this and that whatever sim points you've bought is not transferable to Sims 4, so use it before you lose it, blah, 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 blah. But the question is, even if you used all your sim points, I mean, I'm sure you have spent an interesting amount of money on the Sims 3 store, and even if it's not, just buying one world at $20 to $40 is an interesting amount of money. So even if you have only one or two things, or you have about 100 to 200 things, you want to make sure that they're safe when the store eventually shuts down. So I'm going to show you where all this stuff goes on your computer, and then I'm going to show you how to copy it from there and put it either to your desktop, and then from there you can put it on a flash drive or a CD or anything else that you use that is kind of off your computer, just in case you ever have to format it or somehow it breaks down and you lose all your information. So you got to make sure you put it in a secondary location, whether it's an external drive, a CD, or a flash drive. So here we go. Where it's actually located is in your The Sims 3 folder. Now, to get to it, you got to go to Documents, Electronic Arts, The Sims 3, and Downloads. And here is all the stuff that you've gotten off of the Sims 3 store. But yeah, so it has a list of the things that you use from, that you've downloaded onto your game. So here's the second thing you need to do. You have to make sure that you go to your account and your recently purchased items, which would be, well, if I was signed in, I'd be able to show you where it is. But if you purchase off of the store, you should know, where it's located. Okay, so if you usually buy things off of the store, you should know where your previous purchases are. So I want you to go there to that page and download everything from there, like every single thing you think you want to keep, which is everything, and add them to your game. Now afterwards you can take them out if your computer isn't high-tech enough to kind of run all those things, then you can delete them using the launcher. But the reason you need to make sure you download everything off of the store before you do this is because all that's going to show up here is what's downloaded on your computer. Now, I have about 7 or 8 pages worth of purchases. This is not 7 or 8 pages worth of purchases here. So if you don't download all of them, then you will not be pretty much saving all of them. So make sure you download all of them onto your launcher. And when you have all of that pretty much on your game, in your downloads folder, which is where they go. And the thing is, if you delete your downloads folder from your The Sims 3 folder, it will not delete the stuff from in-game because they go to your downloads folder before they are considered installed content, if that makes sense. Here, I'll see if this properly explains to you. Your downloads folder pretty much is where you hold it before it's installed. Like if you've ever downloaded off of Origin, the Origin client downloader thing, you first have to download it off of the server and then install it off of what you just downloaded. That's what the downloads folder is. It's where it's kind of kept before it's installed. So here are the stuff that are finally installed into my game, but there are times where you're trying to download something, it comes up on your downloads tab and it shows up in your downloads folder, but it doesn't actually get installed into your game. So just know that just because you deleted the downloads folder doesn't mean that the things are like deleted from your game. They're not. But if this is too complicated, going from documents to Electronic Arts to The Sims 3s to download. As soon as you're done, downloading everything off of the website, just click on it and click show file, and it'll show you, this PC, yada yada yada, user, blah blah blah, documents, Electronic Arts, The Sims 3, download. So it's pretty much the same thing, and you'll be able to see, all the stuff that you've downloaded. So you go into The Sims 3 folder, you click on downloads, and you just copy it, okay? You copy it and you put it wherever you feel like. Now, I can put it on my desktop if I so felt, or what I personally do is things like this, I like to keep them in my D drive, because if I reformat my computer right now, everything in my D drive will stay the same. The hard drive will be completely wiped, but the D drive will stay exactly the same. So I put things in here that I don't want to lose, which as you can see, my downloads folder is actually already in here, and my mods folder is in here. So yeah, I put things in here that I don't ever want to lose. So this is pretty much my form of an external hard drive, but it's not external because it's still in my computer. But yeah, so you can paste that onto your desktop, and then from your desktop put it on a flash drive, an external drive, a CD, anything else that's pretty much secondary from your computer, and you are good to go. So I'm just gonna go ahead and paste that there, and it might take a couple minutes because yours is gonna be way bigger than mine. Mine is very small. That's simple. You just go into documents, Electronic Arts, The Sims 3, and downloads. After you fully downloaded every purchased item off of The Sims 3 store website, then you do this, copy it and put it somewhere else, and you're good to go. So no matter what happens, you will always have your Sims 3 store content. Now, if you plan on buying new stuff, make sure that you update that downloads folder, because it would kind of suck if you forgot the last few things. You're going to have to spend any sim points that you have left soon, because it's not transferable to The Sims 4. They've confirmed that, and you're going to want to spend it before the Sims 3 site is taken down. So just that as a note of reference. But yeah, that's it. This is Lenny42 here with another one of my tutorials. But I did answer this question because it was posted to me on Facebook. I answer questions on Twitter, and my Twitter handle is @Lenny42. And if you just post it in the video comments below, I will answer your questions there too. I would like to have a good rapport with my subscribers, because that's kind of why I'm doing this, So Lenny42 here, I'm signing out. Happy simming, everyone, and hit me up on Twitter, Lenny42, on Facebook, and my email, and the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bye!